unholy temptress or Christy, whatever you call me, girl on the internet, whoever I am to you. It's been a long time since I made a vlog, and it's been a long time since I've been on the internet, so I felt like I owed you guys a little update. Originally, I wrote a blog out kind of going over what I wanted to say in this vlog, but I thought this would be a lot more personal, and so we're just gonna go with it. I'm actually gonna edit this one for the first time ever, so expect it to be pretty awkward and haphazard and awful. I recorded this vlog in its entirety already once, and there was no audio. So here we are, going again, and it's time to get a little bit serious. So for the last few days, you guys who follow me on social media, obviously you had to follow me on social media, you wouldn't have found this video otherwise, know that I've been having a tough time. I've spent more days than I know now, kind of reenacting The Walking Dead in my own apartment. I haven't been showering, I've been living off of ramen and canned fruit, and it's been pretty awful. And today I pulled myself together. Every day I got a little bit stronger, and today I was able to actually pull myself together and be presentable and be here with you. So I am going to just kind of go over some things, and it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster. I cried in the first video, so let's not do it this time around. The reason why I kind of went off the grid is, as many of you know, as all of you know, when it seems like when you're down, life keeps kicking you. People have superstition that bad things come in threes, and they definitely did for me. And it was a series of events that happened in what felt like just a single breath, but it was actually kind of several weeks of it, and then finally I couldn't the shoe dropped, the last shoe dropped, whatever you want to say, and I couldn't handle it anymore, and I retreated into my hidey hole, my safe place, my bubble, my apartment, for quite some time now. Nobody knows, there's nobody on this planet that knows each event that happened except for me, so it's best not to succumb to any rumors you hear floating around, because they're probably wrong. I don't share my life with a lot of people, and I don't share all of my life with anyone, not even my own mother, not my family. So some things went down that you know, nobody knows everything that happened. So some of you may know some of the things that happened, and if you're thinking, or you thought, well, that's the only thing that went down, she needs to pull herself together and put her big girl britches on. It was just deeper than that, and I wanted to let people know that, because it's hard for me in general to even admit that I have emotions and feelings, and that I'm not, you know, a robot, I guess. I know a lot of people think I'm super cold, and it's hard for me to share the way I feel about certain things, and so to see somebody that you previously thought was very strong not be strong, I don't know. I just wanted to seem more badass, I guess. I don't want to seem like a pansy is what actually happened. I don't want anyone to think that I let one little thing destroy me completely, because it didn't. And moving on. I've harped too long on this. Somehow this vlog is going to end up longer than the other one. I just know it. In the last few days that I've been in my apartment, kind of ignoring the world, I've learned a lot about myself, more so than I could have ever imagined, and that's kind of what I want to talk about in this vlog. Like, I'm not going to talk about what happened, obviously. I just told you nobody knows about it, but I am going to talk about the things that I learned, and hopefully somebody out there will also learn from this. I'm a firm believer that failure or pain, emotional pain or failure in a project or anything like that, should be a moment that you revel in as a person. Those are the opportunities you get to make a better version of yourself, if that makes sense. These are the opportunities that force us to actually look within ourselves and get really introspective about it. And I think, or I don't know, I definitely think that if you never experienced anything that brought you great pain or sadness, experienced failure or defeat or anything like that, you would never be forced to make a better version of yourself, obviously, because why would you? Everything's working out in your great life. Congratulations, I'm super fucking jealous of you. But when these things happen, when we feel super low, we have to fight to rise above it, to become the better person of ourselves. And we have to do this over and over and over again in our life, because life doesn't stop until you're dead. And it's redundant to say that. It's super redundant to say that. I've heard it before and I've thought, wow, that's redundant. But it's actually something that we really need to think about. This is not something that should go through one ear and out the other this time around. Each day, you are forging your own path in life, and you're deciding what is left behind when you're gone. It sounds morbid. Pretty much, this next part's gonna be pretty morbid. What I'm trying to get through to everyone's gonna be pretty morbid. Just try and get past that. You need to really start thinking about not getting teary-eyed on your blogs. You need to start thinking about what people are going to remember you by. What is it that you're leaving behind? Did you have some crazy, great act of charity and they made a statue of you somewhere? Did you invent the next coolest tech gadget? Did you love your family unconditionally? I mean, it doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be something that's meaningful and impactful in your mind. And I mean, you're constantly leaving these breadcrumbs of your life, this entire trail of breadcrumbs that's left behind. And when you're gone, that's the only thing left. And you have a choice to make every day who you're going to be, what you're going to do with your life, what's the next big thing. You have a choice to make every day about who you're going to be. What are you going to do? Are you going to become a better version of yourself, or are you going to cry on the couch for 12 more hours and watch Sons of Anarchy? You have to make that decision. You have to decide who you're going to become. You need to rise up from whatever you're facing, even when everything, literally everything, feels impossible. You have to overcome that moment, because nobody else will overcome it for you. Nobody can help you but you. And it doesn't matter what's causing your pain. Is it medical? Is it physical? Emotional? What is it? You need to find out what it is, and you have to actually make an effort to cut that pain out of your life and be able to heal the wound and move on. And until you do that, until you actually look inside of yourself and figure out what happened, why am I feeling this way, could have I done anything to stop it, even if you can't, even if it was just going to happen in the first place, even if it's something completely out of your control, you have to find a way to isolate that inside of your body, or else it's going to eat you away day by day, and it's going to affect the way you feel about your life. I think that it's important to know, or it's important to think or imagine, if you can't separate yourself from whatever it is that's causing you pain, emotional distress. It doesn't even have to be pain. Anything that's making you depressed or unhappy in your life, if you have to be able to change your entire mindset. You have to go through your brain, and if you need to rewire every single neuron in your brain to get over it, then that's what you have to do. You can't change the way the world is. You're just one person, you can't change the entire world by yourself, but you can change the way that you view the world, and you can change the way that you react to people. Going back to my silly analogy, you are the baker of every breadcrumb of your life. That trail I talked about, you're the one who decides what people see when you're not around anymore. Nothing in life is forever. Not a single thing. I'm not forever. You're not forever. Nokias might be forever. We're not entirely sure yet. Only time will tell. But in this moment, we are all dying. And some of us are dying faster than others. It's what I'm really trying to strike home here is there's no sense in waiting for your body to decay even more before you decide to make a change for the better, to become a better version of who you were yesterday. So a few weeks ago, I read a quote from Steve Jobs. I know, not everyone's favorite person, but he still had some insight to give everyone, obviously. And he said that remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. When I read that quote, I just kind of read it. And it didn't leave my mind, but I didn't think about it. And the last couple of days, it came back to me and I thought about it. And I really put some effort behind thinking about what he was trying to say. I mean, this is not English class in high school. I'm not trying to get you to analyze and depict, the Canterbury Tales or anything like that. But we're not, I already said it. We're not here forever. We're not going to die tomorrow. Not all of us are going to die tomorrow, but some of us will. And we're not all terminally ill in the medical sense, but we actually are. From the moment of conception, we are dying. And that's something I've joked about my entire life. I mean, I'm a scientist. Biology was my, love biology. And it's true. From the moment of conception, we're dying. And it's just the biggest shame in life. That the only thing that brings life into perspective is death. And why does it have to be that way? Why do we not actually consider all of these things until it's too late? And that's kind of where I'm getting at here, and that's where I want this blog to connect with someone or anyone, that there's no point in waiting for tomorrow. There's no point in feeling sad. I mean, I'm not going to discredit your emotions. I'm emotional. I'm still emotional. But if you're not using that moment of sadness to learn how to become a better version of yourself, you're wasting it, and you're doing a disservice to yourself at that point. Think about when you were at your lowest, and when you're at your lowest is when you should be doing the most self-reflection. Like I said earlier, you should be reveling in the fact that you failed, or that you're sad, or that something didn't quite work out right. You should revel in the fact that you are experiencing such an intense emotion, and you need to turn that emotion the way you feel, where everything is impossible, and you need to start making things possible again. Impossible is, yes, an actual thing, but it's also a mindset, and we're our own worst enemies in that mindset. And you have to actually be able to break away from that. I could have never in my entire life foreseen everything that I had to deal with, or that I went through in the last couple of weeks, and it felt like a lifetime, but at the same time it felt like a blink of the eye. Like just a couple of months ago, I felt like I was on top of the world and recording a commercial for my favorite video game that I've played for 10 years, and now I'm not. Now I'm here, and now I've gone through these things, and now I'm just trying to share some of that with you. It was hard. It still is hard. I was there where I felt like everything was impossible. I felt like breathing was impossible. I had no idea what the next step was, or how I was going to move forward in my life, or what I was going to do. I mean, I definitely could have shut down completely. I could still be off the internet. I could move back home and be with my family. I could do anything. And that's really when the change in myself happened. because I could do anything. I have the opportunity to do everything. And it's something that we shouldn't take for granted. I made the choice that no matter how bleak or short the future looks for me, now, in this moment, 5 days ago, when everything crumbled, I mean, I made the choice that no matter how bleak or short the future and my future looked, it was still a future that I had the opportunity to write. And nothing was set in stone. And if I was unhappy with what I felt like I was leaving behind, or if I was unhappy with the way I thought my future was going to play out, that I still had the chance to change it. And not everyone gets that chance. And that's kind of what I'm attempting to express to you guys. You have to make a choice to find hope and to find light in the darkest of situations. Nobody will make that choice for you. You have to physically decide that you will find the positive in the negative. It's, the silver lining on the rain cloud. People talk about it all the time. We hear it all the time. We hear all these super cliche things all the time, myself included. And nothing hit home until I hit this low point, until everything was uncertain in my life. You shouldn't waste a single moment of your life, but we will. We're humans. We're flawed creatures. We're dumb. We're idiots. Whatever. You shouldn't waste a single moment when you're low to not make the choice to better yourself, because that's what makes us human, is our ability to choose. In 2017, we have the opportunity to make more choices than ever before, any of our ancestors, and each day we have the opportunity to make even more choices. Technology is only fueling this fire, and we need to take that opportunity. We need to not waste the opportunity. We need to be able to seize that. I just wanted this blog. It's not even a blog. I just wanted this entire vlog to be a chance for even one person to hear what I'm saying. I'll be honest with you, if I watched this, if this wasn't me talking, if I watched, my favorite YouTuber or Twitch streamer's vlog and it was about the same thing, I don't know if I would hear it. And so that's why I'm trying to stress so much right now to actually hear this. And if you are going through a hard time in your life, if you are down in the dumps, if you do have something that you feel like is completely impossible, you just have to really look inside yourself to find the change that you need to make. I don't know, I feel ridiculous right now. So I'm going to stop talking about it. I've been working on a blog for almost 2 weeks now. I mean, it got put on hiatus because the blog was taking a dark turn while I was depressed. But I'll post that later, and it has some more kind of insightful things, I guess. I don't know. Somehow my writing has turned very insightful recently. Or I think it's insightful. You guys could think it's complete horseshit. That's the internet's opinion. That's your opinion. You have the right to make that opinion. But I did want to say thank you to everyone who reached out to me. I'm not going to get teary-eyed. I want to say thank you to my friends who were there for me, who let me crumple in their arms. They didn't judge me. They listened without judgment, and that was something that I needed so badly in my life at that point. I mean, at this point, I'm still going through it. I'm not going to pretend like I've changed into this fucking omniscient Gandhi being and I'm the end-all be-all to all intellect. I'm not. But I found out so many things. I got so much perspective on myself and my life and what my future has in store for me. And I'm just very thankful for that opportunity. And I'm thankful. I feel like I'm at Thanksgiving right now. I'm thankful that everyone was patient with me. If you weren't, it's cool. It's fine. I get it. The internet is a fickle beast. But the people who were patient, the people who were silently waiting and not pestering me to come back to stream, not asking me if I still streamed, and I want to thank just the opportunity. I want to thank you guys for the opportunity you've given me over the last 3 years now. 3.5 soon. We've been together for 3 years, and I feel like I've taken that for granted. I've taken my community for granted. I've been very content with the way that I was living, and somewhere along the lines, I had drive, but I also lost the drive, if that makes sense. And I feel like I did a really great disservice to a lot of people on Twitch. There are friends of mine who I fell out of contact with. There are viewers who I thought were very close, like family, that I fell out of contact with. And I just want to apologize for taking everyone for granted, because that's what happened. And it's been happening. This isn't like a recent thing. I've been content and taking for granted the things that I have in my life since I moved to California for 2 years. I mean, I question where I would have been in the future had I not done that. Sorry. This got weird. I didn't want it to get weird, but I just want everyone to really know that each and every one of you in some way I don't want to cry. That each and every one of you in some way has touched my life. And that is, that's a really beautiful thing. So, we're not gonna let me cry. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna say that I hope you guys had a great new year, and I hope that you take 2017 by the balls, because you should. I'll see you guys soon.